What's going on, guys? Here at you with another video here. So today we're going to talk about, hold on one sec. Hold on. Sorry, apologize. All right, so today we're going to talk about Virgin Galactic. The ticker is SPCE. If you don't know what Virgin Galactic is, it's basically a company that wants to do commercial space travel. It's pretty sweet. So basically they want to shoot you off in a shuttle, and you could go in space and view, the whole world and stuff like that. So it's a pretty neat stock. It is a stock I'm in. I will get into that in this video, and when I bought it, why I bought it, where I think it's going, love, buy, sell, prediction, all that stuff. Just make sure you like and subscribe, because I always forget to say that at the beginning of the video, because I feel like half the guys don't listen to the whole thing for some reason, even though it's all good information. So if you've watched my previous videos, I'm really big into growth stocks. That's kind of where, I like putting a good portion of my money in the market. Some people will say that's right, wrong. I mean, it really depends on your age, your risk factor, and what you're trying to do. So for me, growth, long-term investing is the way to go. So this one is actually a spec stock. So that basically means it's a little more risky. There could be a lot of good or bad news that comes out month to month or every 6 months. So this stock is very volatile, which I'm only in 2 spec stocks. I'll share my other one in a later video, but this is one of the 2 I'm in. I like keeping it, I'll jump around a little here, but I like keeping it less than 5% of my portfolio. So if I'm jumping into a spec stock, it's going to be less than 5% of my portfolio. So I don't have a massive position in this stock. All right, so let's get into it here. So this stock, I plan on keeping for 5 to 10 years. I don't care if the news is good, bad, if it 100x's, 1000x's, 10,000x's. I don't plan on selling it for a long time. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with this stock. Again, this is I'm a long-term investor. This is a very long play for me. So it's pretty cool. So a little background about this stock. The last test flight, they actually did a test flight in December 12th. And this actually got pushed back even a couple times. It was supposed to be in like the fall, I believe, like September or October, and weather happened and other things happened. So it didn't actually, the test rocket or shuttle didn't go off until December 12th. It did semi-fail. And when the news came out when they were actually going to do it, the stock ran up to like 25, 26, maybe even $30. And then when it semi-failed, and what I mean by semi-failed was it didn't successfully complete its flight. It went up in the air and it saw something was wrong, and it successfully landed. So you can call that kind of a fail, but kind of good at the same time. Good because the rocket did the correct thing based on what was going on. Bad, it didn't complete it. So it depends on how you look at it. It's like looking at the glass half full, half empty. So I look at it as more as good news, because that is progress from where they were at. I mean, it didn't blow up, so that's good. So I knew with this news, I actually bought this stock a couple days after this news broke, and it dropped, I want to say a good bit. I want to say it was double digits. And I thought to myself, I'm like, all right, well, now's a good time to buy this stock. So I'm going to get into it then. So I actually bought it a couple days after, I think like December, like that following week, I started adding positions. So, so that's what I did with that. The management team's great. I like where they're going. Richard Branson says he wants to fly in the rocket himself sometime this spring, which I don't know if that's going to happen. That seems really fast for where they're at. So we'll see. The next test flight is supposed to be launched in Q1 of 2021. So hopefully it actually successfully works. And if it does, what that's going to do to this stock, it's just going to go nuts, because there was pent up demand here and it was going up and up and up. But then this happened and then it went down, 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 down. So whatever. I mean, I'm fine with it. I didn't have a position. I'm glad I have a position now. So if it successfully goes up, great. If it somehow fails, does the same thing again, it's going to drop down. I will buy the stock again if it's like anywhere around here. But okay, so ARK Invest, obviously a lot of you guys probably know it. They've been buying a lot of space stuff. So it is the number 20 spot in their portfolio right now. So that's really exciting for Virgin Galactic, because obviously they're in the space sector. So I think, you know, once big companies and things like that start seeing trends or seeing where things are going, they start buying in. It's exciting if you're already in it, because you kind of beat them to it and they hopefully know what they're doing. So that's really exciting that ARK Invest is buying into this, the space sector. So that's really cool. So I'm really excited they're doing that, just helping that. So like I said, I bought this stock a couple days after that failed. My average cost base right now, I bought it a couple times already. It's $21.16, which is 44% up already from where it's at right now. The current cost as of close today is $30.43. So that's a really nice gain. And that's assuming nothing great happens here. And, you know, this stock could, you know, if it successfully happens this spring, I mean, this stock will be over $40, easy $40. So then I'll almost be up 100%. So that's sweet. I mean, that's cool. And this is, like I said, this is a long-term stock though. So I don't plan to be selling it. Like I said, if it goes 100%, 1,000%, like I'm not selling it right now. So with that being said, here are my love, still buy, hold, and my price prediction this year. So this is a hard one to predict because it's really a long-term play, obviously, but this is where I think it is. So I love this stock. Obviously, anywhere from the, you know, anywhere from like the 15 if, you know, things hit the fan and fail, or anywhere from like 20, obviously, so I can drive down my cost base. So that's where I love it, and that's where I'll be adding more position if it gets down there. If you're not in this stock yet, buying now at $30 is not a bad play. You know, if you're not in it, and this is something, you know, you want to get in the space sector and get into a speculative stock, what I would do right now, or whenever it opens or whenever you get a little dip, I think it actually dipped today. So, you know, buying anywhere like, you know, 22 to even like 35, like I think that's a really good buy if you want to set a position right now. So I would definitely do it. I mean, like I said, you don't want to put more than 5% of your portfolio in spec stocks. So if you already have a lot of spec stocks, I don't know if you want to add this, but I would keep it under 5% of your portfolio, or sell one and then, you know, buy this one if you want to, you know, get a new one or whatever. So $22 to $35, I feel like that's a really good buy for this stock. Now, where I would hold it, again, it depends what you're trying to do, but if we're just talking about 2021 predictions, the hold I would say is like anything over 40, I would hold. If you're playing like a short play kind of, or like a 1 to 2 year play, $40 I would hold. But if you're doing super long term, even this is still a buy in my opinion. My prediction, if things go semi well, like let's just say they don't do the test flight until summer, you know, so that would be like, you know, Q2, Richard Branson does it next winter. Let's just say that happens and this thing doesn't like blow up in space and it just gets delayed a little bit from what they're projecting. I think it's a little too quick. I think it's going to be anywhere from 70 to 80 if it semi goes well this year. If everything goes excellent, I think it will be 100 plus this year. So I would 5x my money this year, but again, I'm not selling it. But so yes, that's my one of my spec stocks, Virgin Galactic, SPE. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down there. Let me know if you guys are in it. Shoot me a comment if you have any questions, or let me know what you guys bought it at. I'd be interested to hear like your thoughts and all that stuff, because you know sometimes when you put your minds together, you get some you know good information. So like I said, SPE, Virgin Galactic. I like this stock a lot, and I think it's going to be a really big winner in the future. So we'll see. I mean, I'll save this video and we'll circle back to it at the end of the year or something like that, and see if you know how close I was to my prediction. Cool. All right. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment. Peace.